Hi, I'm John with badcredit.org, and today we're covering Smart Advances, which is a lending network and not a direct lender, but it works with hundreds of lenders to get you anywhere between $100 and $20,000 in funding. In this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the main things you need to know about Smart Advances, including how the loan request process works, how fast you can get funding, and even what credit score you might need to apply. But we also have a full review on our website that gives you a lot more information. So if you have any questions after this video, click over there. And if you're on YouTube, I'll put a link to that review in the description below. When you visit the Smart Advances website, the first thing you'll notice is how simple it is. There are no bells and whistles. There is nothing extra to keep you away from what you're there to do. Right in the middle of the page, it gives you an easy way to start on a loan request, which is just by clicking how much you need. Now, Smart Advances calls it a loan request because it wants to differentiate between loan request and application. An application is what you're going to put in later with the actual lender that you connect with. Smart Advances appeals to many borrowers because it's free to use and you don't even need good or fair credit to get a loan offer. In fact, there's no minimum credit score required to fill out a loan request form, and it only results in a soft credit check, so it won't impact your credit score at all. And that's good if you have bad credit, because the last thing you want to do is go to try to get a loan and leave without a loan and a worse credit score. As far as the loan request process goes, it's pretty simple. You start out by picking that $100,000 to $20,000 figure I said earlier, but while the process is simple, I would not recommend doing it for $100 because it's not worth the time, the interest it's going to cost, or the hard credit check. After you select the amount you need, you're going to answer about 20 questions about yourself, your income, and your employment and housing situations. Once you do all that, you're going to hit submit at the very end of the loan request form. And Smart Advances says it can notify you of an offer from a lender in as little as 2 minutes. And notice I said a lender there. That's because Smart Advances only provides you with one lending offer at a time. If you don't like that offer, you can try again. But if you like things simple and don't like comparing 4 or 5 different offers, and also getting calls, emails, and texts from 4 or 5 different lenders, Smart Advances could be a smart choice for you. Now, if you like the lender that Smart Advances matches you with, great. You just go to their website and fill out their application. Now, that will result in a hard credit check. So you want to make sure that you read all the terms, read the offer very carefully, and make sure that you are not getting into anything that you don't want to be in. And if you decide not to go through with it anytime before you fill out an application with the lender, you can walk away with absolutely no impact to your finances. Smart Advances says its lenders can get the funds into your bank account within about a business day. But just know that once you leave the Smart Advances website, it has no control over the process anymore. So that timeline will be between you and the lender you actually apply with. Now, something you won't see on Smart Advances is any specific information about APRs. Your loan APR is going to be determined by your credit score, your financial history, and Smart Advances works with so many lenders and borrowers who have different credit profiles that they really can't tell you what your APR would be based on your situation, but it does have a range of APRs, which is from 5.99% to 35.99%. And just as a side note, if you ever meet somebody with a 5.99% APR on a personal loan, ask them questions, get some advice from them because they are doing something really right. If you have bad credit, your APR will likely be on the higher end, and Smart Advances has an example of that under its rates and fees tab with an APR of about 27%, and it shows you what a loan payback looks like. So that's definitely more typical of what you're going to see. And again, you can check that out under the rates and fees tab on the Smart Advances homepage. So now that you know a lot more about Smart Advances, should you use it? Well, if you have bad credit and you need money fast, Smart Advances is a really good way to get that train moving. And because Smart Advances is free and a loan offer doesn't impact your credit score, it's a really low risk way of seeing what you could qualify for. If you're still on the fence or have any other burning questions about Smart Advances, definitely read our full review online because it has a lot more information, including more about the site's security protocols, a step-by-step guide to the loan request process, and even information about what to do if you're denied. Oh, and I wrote it, so that's another reason to check it out.